just let them know. We live, babe. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. Yeah, we live, baby.
Texans got the dub. First playoff win this season. We got the dub against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And boy, what a dub it was. I'm not going to lie to you.
It was a dub, but I did talk to a lot of people, and they were probably the weakest team in the playoffs, low-key. Low-key, I think the Steelers were the weakest in the playoffs. But still, dub's a dub.
Well, I think they presented a different matchup, but I wouldn't call them the weakest team in the playoffs. And even in the AFC, I think that the Chargers might have been the weakest link because nobody expected them to beat the Patriots. But we'll get there in a second. First, let's talk about the good things, bro. Now, when I watched this game, I was highly motivated to wear all my Texans gear and sit on the couch with a beer and just go ham. I was on the Budweiser. You know what I'm saying? I was in front of the TV, and the Texans got it done. Yeah, bro. And the Texans got it done, man. The final score was 30-6. I had predicted 20-10. I was wrong on both fronts, but I'm all right with that because it was even 14-10. Better.
Hey, like I was going to say, I didn't know the defense was going to hold them under 10. That's crazy work. The defense was putting on a clinic, bro.
Yeah, let's start there because the defense was straight harassing Aaron Rodgers. I really believe that the defense then sent him into retirement. He has not announced yet, but at the end of this game, I had posted a tweet that said that it's over for Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh and it's over for Aaron Rodgers' career after this game. And I was true already. It was true already on the Mike Tomlin.
I know you was watching the game like I was. Whenever he went like this, whenever homie got that, I think it was Bullock got that pick six, he goes. I said, homie said I'm done.
He knew it was over with. This had to suck. Aaron Rodgers looked frustrated the whole game. I'm talking about he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing. As soon as he came out of the pocket, one of them big boys was there to take him to the ground. And we said before the game, this is not a mobile quarterback. This is somebody that can get got if you get to him. Yeah, man.
I said terrible. 3. They got 4 of them things. Man. Bro, the defense was on a tear, bro. At first, I was going to say it looked a little shaky at first. I felt like they kind of they looked a little hot because, they was in Pittsburgh. We was on the road. They had all this momentum, and I think you could kind of sense that. CJ looked a little shaky to me, but boy, if there was a time for Christian Kirk to come alive, boy, was it last night, bro? Because
before you go to the offense, our special shout out to Jalen Petrie. Jalen Petrie was in the mix. Now the defense in front gonna do what they gonna do, right? We know about Hunter and them boys. Will Anderson Jr. is gonna show up and show out. He gonna get to the quarterback in his own way too. But Jalen Petrie covered the run like 100%. Jalen Petrie was always there for any screen and any running play. And something tells me that they game prepped for the screens because they knew that the Steelers would likely try to use their pass rush against them and try to throw quick screens and quick passes. The screens didn't work. Jalen Petrie was there to shut all those down. And we probably going to need him even more so in this next game. But again, shout out to the defense. Kamari Lassiter really showed that he's an elite corner in this league. Yeah.
Bro, Azeez, I was going to say, if we're going to talk about Jalen, we need to talk about Azeez because, to be honest, that dude anchors down the defense. He does a lot of stuff that people don't talk about. I liked how they brought up they said that Aaron Rodgers was picking up on his signs. He's picking up on what he was calling. So he had to start switching up to like nonverbal signals, which means that he's quarterbacking the defense, bro. I don't think a lot of people think about that. Homie is probably one of the key points to why our defense is as solid as it is right now.
He's one of D'Amico's guys. When D'Amico got the job in Houston, there was a couple of guys. Of course, he had staff members he wanted to bring along with him. But there was one man that he played with or that he coached in San Francisco on that defense that he absolutely had to have. His name is Azeez Al-Shaair. He wears that C that shows he's a captain on our team, and he's the signal caller for the defense. Yeah, he's that
Okay.
cornfield coach.
We could talk.
Now,
We
the
could talk about
offense.
defense. We could talk about defense all night long, bro. We could talk about defense all night long. So, I do want to get to the offense. I don't think there's that big of a conversation there, but I do
No,
think there
there's
was
a
some stuff
huge
that I like
conversation.
to see.
There's
Oh,
a
there's
huge
stuff to talk about.
conversation.
Something to
Where
talk
you
about for sure.
started at. Where you started at, Christian
Uh,
Kirk. We don't have Nico Collins for the next game. He's going to be out in concussion
yeah,
protocol. He might actually have a concussion. I saw him when he hit his
he looked
head on the
like it.
ground. I knew that wasn't a
Yeah.
good look.
Christian Kirk, I think is gonna be. He might have to hold it down, bro. I
The
hope he
thing
can do
about
what
Christian
he did.
Kirk, the thing about Christian Kirk ain't bigger, faster, or stronger than nobody. He's an aged veteran. The thing about Christian Kirk is that he just seems to always be in the right spot. And I said
Right
this to my
spot.
wife when the
Yeah,
game was
yeah.
on. He always is where he's supposed to be. His end routes won't. He not roaming deep, and that's the one thing that most players, especially young players, tend to do. They get end
Bro,
routes, they turn into light
yes.
posts. They get flat
And I was
routes,
gonna-
and they don't take them flat
Yeah.
enough. They go
And
up the field.
I was gonna
and they
say
put the
too. I
ball in
think that
danger.
this is the guy that I think we've been talking about. He's still on the roster.
APB.
Anyways,
APB.
bro, Nico Collins
If y'all
goes down.
find this man,
Please.
let us know. We're looking for him.
This was the Christian
This is
Kirk
the guy
that
we
we've
had
been
the
looking for.
APB out. Mhm.
Side note, chat. They be hating on us on 2K. If you get a different build in, they call him the imposter, right? That's what that's what Christian Kirk's been all season, the imposter.
Yeah.
Last night he showed up. That was Christian Kirk, bro.
Christian Kirk took 8 receptions for 144. He got the team's first touchdown, and it was nasty. He had a hell of a game. And if we're missing out on Nico Collins, it looked like if we can rely on Christian Kirk to give us 75% of that level of production, I think we're going to be fine. If guys are right where they're supposed to be when CJ gets in that pocket and he's able to just pick defenses apart, we'll be fine. But
I think that they're gonna key off that though. I think they're gonna key off that. That's what I think. I think that the same way we think in the same way they're gonna key off Christian Kirk, and I think those rookies, like I said before, are gonna need to step up. We need to see Higgins. We need to see Hutchinson. We need to see Noel had one deep that I thought he almost had. I think if CJ would have threw it a little shallow, he might have caught it. But it was a good jump ball. I wasn't really tripping. I just think that it could have been
I sure wish he would have came down with it.
Yeah, bro, that would have been nasty.
It was a good shot, bro. CJ seemed like he was selling the game for most of it, though. When you look at how CJ played, CJ looked rattled. He looked nervous. And like, this is year 3 for CJ, right? We should no longer see this version of CJ. CJ should have taken a step forward. But in this game, he looked rattled. He wasn't hanging on to the ball. There was several fumbles that didn't go our way. There was
0 in the regular season and then 2 in 1 playoff games. Crazy.
Yeah. What the thing Houston held against James Harden, and the reason why he was the guy that choked was because he couldn't do what he normally did in high leverage situations. And make no mistake, a playoff game is a high leverage situation. We're not asking for a Superman. Do what you normally do.
We here.
What you normally do turns into wins.
We here. I'm glad. Thank you. They said to rant on the pod that I need him to be average. That's it. That's all I need him to be is average, bro. I don't need anything crazy. He did make a couple of great throws, bro. He made
these numbers are good
throws
for him. These numbers say 21 of 32, 250 passing yards, 1 TD, 1 INT. And boy, what an INT that was. That was a terrible interception.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't it, bro.
Happy with that. And it looked like the player he was trying to throw it to, I can't remember. It looked like he had space towards the sideline. But CJ looked like he was just so nervous as the pocket was collapsing. He just threw it to get it out of his hands. And he didn't throw him an accurate pass. That was supposed to be a touchdown. How you was feeling
about that Nico through the hands? I thought the throw was bad, but I remember you saying in the chat talking about it went through his hands. So it was a little bit of both. But bro, when that happened, I was like,
I'm on the same page with you. I'm on the same page with you, though, because there is some fault on CJ. Why does he have to leave his feet to catch that pass? This is a pass he should have been able to make right on his feet. He shouldn't have had to jump to catch that pass because he had so much space in front of him. But if that's Nico Collins, bro. That's not one of the rookies. That's not even Christian
And he
Kirk.
can
If
jump, yeah,
that
bro.
ball cannot go through your hands. If you got to leave
Yeah,
your feet to
true,
catch it,
true,
leave your feet,
true.
come down with it.
Yeah,
Take
bro.
less yards, but come down
Bro,
with that
he could have
catch.
took it to the crib, bro. That was right before halftime. He could have took that to the, not even to the crib. He probably could have got it down to the 5 or the 10 and ran out of bounds.
Nah, he
It would
would
have
have
been
took it to the
perfect.
crib. He would have took it to the crib if he didn't have to leave his feet to catch it. But if he leaves his
True.
feet and he come down with it, I mean, yeah, they probably catch him because he can't get as quick a start. He got to land first. But if he catch
Yeah,
that thing while he's on the run, CJ should have got it to him. It should have been more accurate.
yeah,
If he don't have to leave his feet, he probably catches it. But that's a catch he normally makes too. Even if it's
okay.
not super accurate, his catch
It
radius
is,
is
bro.
insane. He can come down with that, and that was a lapse in. He simply wasn't focused. So
Yeah, bro.
I want to
Yeah,
talk
bro.
about
I
your
mean, we
boy.
could.
I want to talk
Oh,
about your
Woody. I
boy,
was gonna say,
Woody.
bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hey. Side note too, Nick Chubb. Nick
Nick
Chubb, bro.
Chubb.
Nick, this running back by
Tell me
committee
about him.
stuff is working. This running back by committee stuff is working, bro. It's. Hey, Nick, you want some? Hey, you get a little bit. Okay, hold on,
Yeah,
no. Let Woody get some. No.
yeah.
Go ahead, Jaquavius, get you a couple, bro.
Nick
I
Chubb got
really
10
like
carries.
Woody Marks, bro. I like Woody Marks.
I know you do.
He's developing to be the dude. Like, he's developing to be the dude. I really hope we can, you know, just keep him on the squad and just keep letting him just get some more reps, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well,
man.
you
I don't
remember
know, bro.
my stance on it was that going into the playoffs, if we don't have a solid running game, we're not gonna win many games. This was a
True that.
above average running game here. Woody Marks took
He
19
wasn't.
carries for 112 and 1 CD. So that's
Yeah,
the kind of
buddy.
production. That kind of production will lead you to a win. Now the problem with that, because in addition you got 48 yards from Nick Chubb. The only problem we had with that is that CJ was so loose with the ball that while Marks had gotten most of these yards, we still stuck at 7-6. And then the defense showed up. Remember we talked about
Yeah.
special teams playing a huge part in this game? That's completely canceled out if the defense scores
Defense
14
just scores
points for you.
touchdown points. They score
Yes.
more than the offense, man. Hey, look, I had
Yes.
made a joke to. I forgot who I was talking to on the phone today. I said, man, we should just let defense play both sides of the ball the way they playing right now.
Look, they had a great game, but you want to most games don't have defensive touchdowns in them. Even
Nah,
most of
for
our
sure,
games.
bro.
And so
And
if
you
they
could
can
tell,
add
bro.
that to another game, the turnovers are what you want to hope they can get you. At best, it's turnovers. But then when you go above and beyond and you start putting points on the board, like
Man,
remember,
what the
I want to talk about
what Bullock say? Bullock say, we like that.
We really like that. I really like that. Hey, we all like that. On to the next.
we like that. We really like that. That's what he
We
said.
really like that.
Hey, I want to before we go, I want to circle back to a conversation we had last week because you said something that stuck with me all week, right? You said,
Oh, what up?
What you said was field goals ain't gonna win this game. When you look at the final score, do you still feel that way?
Yeah, man. I think field goals got us past that game, but I still stick to it. Offense gotta score, bro. They gotta score. Kaimi's automatic, bro.
He missed a crazy,
all
kick at
the
the
trash
end of the
I was
game.
talking, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Kaimi. You was
Mr. Reliable. Mr.
Yeah,
Reliable.
Yeah, bro.
He missed a weird one at the end of the game, but it didn't matter at that point when we got to 30. We should have had
I'm worried
31.
about it.
But it's nothing. All I'm here to do is tell you that the Texans is going to the next round. We finna play the Patriots at 3 o'clock on Sunday. And I'm not afraid of the Patriots either. The Patriots
I
opened
don't
up
think
a
we win
can
that
on
with field goals. We don't win
nah.
that game with field goals.
That is not a game we'll win with field goals. I expect them to be able to match this same 16 points that they put up in the game against the Chargers. So we need to score over 16, in my opinion, in order to win this game. And I think we're perfectly capable of it. I watched most of that game, and that game only had one touchdown in it. And neither one of those defenses are as good as our defense. That game was 3-6 for the whole first half. Then, they went to scoring points in the third. In the third quarter, they got another field goal. In the fourth quarter, they got the touchdown that really sealed the game. So there was one touchdown in that game. I ain't afraid of a team that scored one touchdown on a defense that's a lesser defense than ours.
You confident about this, Foxborough? Yeah, I'm about to say predict the score. What's the score?
I'm going to say the score is 24-16. We win.
Okay. I like that pick. I don't want to say the same numbers. I don't want to say 24-16. Hey, look, I think
but you think 24-16?
I was thinking but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say 30-14. I say we scored a couple more defensive touchdowns. But I think some field goals in there. And CJ finds the end zone twice. I don't know if it's on foot or through the air, but I think he finds the end zone twice because he needs to. So
I think we see a better version of CJ Stroud once he looks at the film, once he looks across from him in this matchup and sees a quarterback that's his age, another young quarterback. I think we see a better version of CJ Stroud because you have to outplay that guy. You're not on the same. You can't be on the same level, or you can't be on a lesser level than that guy because that's one of your contemporaries. You have to outplay Drake May.
Hey, what'd they say? Drake?
Biggest rapper in the world. Drake. Drake.
That's what Soulja Boy said. Drake. Let's go Texas, baby. Let's go.
Loving the way.